Welcome to Durbania. I'm Durbin.
I'm the Cholo Nerd.
This is Spider-Man. Before we open our mouths 1 second further, you saw it when you clicked the title. Spoiler talk. But it's worth repeating when we get into this, because we, congratulations by the way, got into this without a single spoiler. So,
yes.
If you like spoilers and you're sadistic like that and you want to go into this movie completely blown, yeah, then stick around. If you are avoiding spoilers, go check out my spoiler-free review where I did no spoilers whatsoever. That was hard. And then come back over here after you've seen the movie and enjoy this conversation. Yes.
As you can tell, there's a whole lot to process. Spider-Man.
We'll get to this. Okay. Well,
one thing I do want to say, that's an awesome
isn't
popcorn
it?
clip.
This is popcorn. My movie theater gave this out was popcorn in it.
That's awesome.
I gotta find an honorable place on this on the set now. I don't know where it's gonna go, but this is...
Put pieces of iron in it.
I also have this new Venom poster from the same theater over there on the floor. I gotta figure out where that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so... Wait.
All right, we have to get into it, but we don't know where to begin, right?
Okay. I think you and I both had the same prediction about Loki, that he was going to die really quick in the beginning, right?
Yes. I was hoping not, but yes.
And we were 100% right. He died in the beginning, but I have to say, when Thanos picked him up and was squeezing his neck, and he was like twitching like this little rat, this little worm, that was horrendous.
Yeah.
That was hard to watch.
Loki just kept betraying him.
Yeah.
And actually, he kind of died a hero.
Yeah, he did.
Well, not so much a hero, but an
anti-hero at least.
Yeah,
I mean, he rose up to do good. He
did.
Pledged his life to Thanos, put a dagger behind his back, and then went to kill Thanos. And I mean, Thanos had two of the stones, man. He had the Power Stone and the Space Stone. There was no chance. No chance
that they were gonna do anything on there. But the crazy part was, I was like, of course Loki's going to side with him, you know?
Yeah.
I was like,
well, he sided with him in the first Avengers movie, so it's like, they know each other,
he put the scepter in his hand, and and he knows, what did he say to him? He told him, he's like, you need somebody with experience, and he's like, you mean failure? And he's like, I mean experience. And like, he's trying to it's
twist
Loki.
Everything around, be Loki.
Be Loki. But man, if I'm seeing, like I'm talking weird and feeling a little weird and a little off, that's how intense this movie was.
Oh my gosh. And it's a superhero movie. And it left like I'll say what you're about to say. Yeah.
The whole theater left speechless. It was quiet. Everybody's walking like zombies. Everybody's like, it's so much to process.
Yeah, in the end credits.
Holy crap.
In the end credits where the title comes up, and then the title disintegrated away, somebody behind me went, "That's too soon."
Someone did say that is too soon. I was like,
oh, man.
But Loki, though, he kind of made his wrongs right at the end.
Yeah, he did. Honestly,
he bought his brother time.
It was okay that he died there. Like, it wasn't anticlimactic or anything, because we've had 4 movies with Loki, when you count the Avengers movies. So 4 movies with Loki. And in each of those movies, we watch him grow. And it takes till Thor Ragnarok where finally he's kind of a better guy.
Although he did try to sell it his brother, but got caught. But,
nobody's perfect. He was trying.
That's his brother.
But that was a good wrap-up to Loki, I think. I mean, it happened quick. He had, less than 5 minutes. Maybe just 5 minutes. Whatever. The point is, it was super short. It was almost nothing. And yet, I did not feel like his death was cheap.
No.
It had weight. And you felt the emotion of it. That's what I wanted to feel in Thor Ragnarok when Thor's closest friends were killed. I wanted to have moments like that. Yeah. And this movie did that for me. Like, when Thanos snaps Loki's neck, I felt that right there in that moment.
I was like, okay, this is going to be a really dark movie. Yeah. As soon as he killed him, I knew. I was like, the intensity's not going to let up in this movie. It's not. I knew from that, they set the tone high.
Oh, gosh.
And it just got higher and higher. Like, you can feel the pressure building up in this movie. Hugely building up.
But that's the amazing thing.
They didn't let down. It was great.
It started where Thor Ragnarok post-credit scene left off. Yeah. And it started intense and it ended intense. It's very rare that you walk into a movie like that just picked up the pace from the first second of the film and carried it through all the way to the end. And then the Russo brothers, they're just so clever about balance.
Amazing.
They had so many heroes, but balanced them out so you were invested in every single one of their stories, which made the movie so intense. And one of the interesting stories, and the humor. So I was afraid it was going to be very slapsticky, but they, again, pulled a Winter Soldier, they pulled a Civil War, where the humor was there, but it wasn't super slapsticky. It was gritty and it was dark, but it still had the Marvel feel to it. So I love the balance the Russo brothers bring to it. It's really cool.
Kind of like when Bruce Banner asked, he's a king. Should I bow?
Yeah. To Black Panther, yes.
And he's like, yeah, go for it.
Actually, that's a good segue because I wanted to talk about Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Because the most amazing thing, so the fight between Hulk and Thanos was so well choreographed. That was an awesome fight, and oh my gosh.
And he beats the crap out of the Hulk.
Yes! I mean, at first, because it's the beginning of the movie, there's no way Thanos is going to be taken down by the Hulk. So it's like something's going to happen here, but it does look like the Hulk is smashing him pretty good. At least they're evenly matched, and then it turns out, no, they are not evenly matched. Thanos is the superior being.
And I thought something was going to happen in that spot. I thought Hulk was going to get a piece of him. Uh-huh. And then I thought the others were going to step in, and then that's when they were going to hit him with the Power Stone. And then be like, BAM! And then I thought that's how he was going to fall into Earth. He took a blast.
Yeah.
And Thanos is like, I still got the best of you, But I didn't see it going that way where Thanos, took a little bit of a pounding there. Just wait for it. Let him do his thing. And then Thanos turns around and just beats the snot out of the Hulk.
And it took Idris Elba, right before his tragic death, to save the Hulk and open the Bifrost and send him straight to Earth. And
then he died.
My gosh, we lost Idris Elba, we lost Loki. What is Idris Elba's character name? I'm blanking on it. Heimdall. Thank you.
Heimdall,
yes. So to lose him, to lose Loki, oh my gosh, it feels like a long day. But to lose them right in the beginning, that was incredible. But then the Hulk, throughout this whole movie, doesn't come back. It's just Banner. And he tries to bring the Hulk out. But now that the Hulk has been beat up and defeated by somebody else, which has never, ever happened, he's scared. That was weird and cool.
Scared. I've never seen the Hulk stricken with fear before.
No. But what was so interesting about it is, okay, I get it in the beginning, in that first battle in New York, why the Hulk didn't come out. It's like, okay, we're going to save this for the end. And I really thought, especially when he put on the Hulkbuster armor, I really thought our prediction was going to be true, that he was going to bust through that armor.
Yeah, I thought so too.
He never came out. And every time Banner talked to him and said, "Get out of here!" He's just like,
and he kind of starts erupting. Oh no! And he goes back into Banner. He's like, "We gotta figure this out."
We never got the Hulk past the beginning, which I thought, instead of being a negative, was an incredibly interesting storyline.
It made it interesting because you got to see how powerful Thanos is. Because not only did it strike fear in the Hulk, it struck fear in Thor.
Oh gosh, yeah.
One of my favorite scenes in the entire movie is when Thor's talking with Rocket Raccoon.
The rabbit.
The rabbit, yeah. He's now the rabbit now. I mean, he's always got a name, What was it? Triangle-faced monkey?
Yeah, now it's rabbit, yeah.
And he's talking about it. He's basically telling him, I have nothing left to lose. But he's like, but what if this doesn't work? He's like, well, we're going to die anyways. But you see, for the first time in Thor's life, he had a hard, tough battle with Hela, the goddess of death, but he didn't have the fear stricken in him.
Yeah.
He just knew he had to stop her. Thanos, he was all in. He knew he was going to die. He was like, I'm going to do everything I can, and you can see the fear in his eyes, and he's crying, because he knows.
You mean his eye?
His eye. No, did he? I think he had both by that time.
Oh, did he? Yeah, he probably did.
I think he had both. He got another eye. If you didn't know that, it popped it in. It was hilarious. It was all weird for a minute. But you see, for the first time in his life, he was truly scared.
Yeah.
And not just like regular scared, like scared senseless.
Yeah. Well, he's lost at least half of his people. And here's the thing you got to think about with Thor. And the Russo brothers, again, did a good job carrying things over because this movie picks up where Ragnarok left off. So Ragnarok leaves us where Thor has lost his father. He's lost his closest friends in arms and in battle. He's lost
his hammer.
Half of his people. He's lost his hammer, which was comparable to losing somebody he had a relationship with. I mean, he's lost his brother Loki. At this point, he's lost everything, and now Thanos has his head in a vice grip, and he couldn't defeat Thanos in a fight. And so now he's coming off all of that. straight into this. And I think the Russo brothers did an amazing job bringing his story through. And his whole plot to go find the dying star that his hammer was forged from to make this axe Stormbreaker chaser.
Stormbreaker?
Yes, that was incredible. Though it was odd to see Peter Dinklage so huge.
That was hilarious. If you don't know who Peter Dinklage is, you ever seen the movie The Elf? You know, he gets made fun of for being, you know, an elf.
I was thinking X-Men Days of Future Past or Game of Thrones.
Yes, those two. But they made him a giant. It was hilarious to see him as a giant.
Oh my gosh!
It was
hilarious.
That was one of my favorite like humor scenes in the movie. Was
yeah.
I was just cracking up, man.
But it was cool to watch Thor almost die, not even from Thanos, but taking the energy from the star because he had to hold up the door open so that the power would channel through to light the cauldron to create the axe so that they could possibly stand a chance against Thanos. And then Teenage Groot lops off his arm to make the handle. Like, that was incredible.
And that was awesome.
Yeah.
The good thing about Groot, though, it just grew back.
Yeah, that's true. Because, you know,
a treat.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a sacrifice.
No.
Yeah.
Hurt a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But.
Oh, gosh. And then.
We have so much to get into.
Okay, Tony Stark and Peter Parker.
Tony.
So they did a good job again, the Russo brothers and Robert Downey Jr. of Iron Man has been dealing with this since the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like 6 years, they said in the movie. He has been dealing with this, and then he finds out Thanos is the name behind the army that struck this fear in him.
Yeah.
Like, that was...
They gave him all the stress and...
Oh, gosh.
What's the reason why he created 1 billion robots at one point?
Yep.
That almost killed Pepper.
His suit was awesome.
His suit was amazing. His upgrade was amazing.
And what he did for Spider-Man, the Iron Spider, the multiple legs coming out because of nanotechnology. Oh my gosh. And every time I now watch the trailers, I can see now where they cleverly edited out Spider-Man's legs. That scene in Wakanda where the Hulk is running with everybody else. No, that was the Hulk Buster, not the Hulk. They did an amazing job re-editing the trailer.
And the Hulk trips because he doesn't know how to use that thing yet. And he's all happy. He's like, I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Oh, man. See, it had the good mix of the humor and the darkness. It was just incredible. Gosh, but Doctor Strange was awesome in this. It was cool to see the two Sherlocks on screen
go
together.
At it. Two brilliant minds because one's a neurosurgeon and the other one is Tony Stark, who, you know,
an inventor,
master of tech and all this stuff. But like to see their two brilliant minds and to butt heads all the time, it was hilarious.
I like the way they butt heads too, like when they
protect the wizard. Or
they and Spider-Man were to Spider-Man, go protect the wizard. That's the wizard. Like that was really cool.
All just floating by.
But that was cool how they all ended up on the ship and getting transported together. But it was awesome to see Iron Man's desperateness. Number one, he's like desperately angry that Peter disobeyed him and stayed on that ship. And then number two, it was awesome where he said, "This is a one-way ticket," and he goes, "Why bring him back to Earth? You know, this is what I've been fearing for the last 6 years. He wouldn't expect us to bring this to his home turf. Let's just let this take us to him." And it's like, oh, gosh. I don't know what Tony was going to do with just the three of them because when he finally met Peter Quill and stuff, like, even they weren't enough. Yeah, that was great.
That was hilarious. He's like, are you from Earth? I'm from Missouri. That's Earth. Like
the second most heart-wrenching scene just crossed my mind. The second most heart-wrenching scene. You know what I'm talking about.
Where Tony gets stabbed?
No, the death of Gamora.
That was pretty tough, too. But that one didn't catch me as bad as Tony. So he's battling Thanos. They're just giving it his all. And then Thanos sticks him and, like, not just like a little stab. Like, he stabs him.
No, it was a stab.
It was all the way through. And I was like, this is that moment. I had a feeling he was going to die. I'm not prepared for this. And I started, like, tearing up. I was like, no. Not yet. Not yet.
It's a superhero movie. We can't tear up.
Yeah, I was like, no. And then I was like, I'm good, you know, but anyways.
But Gamora's death was really, really sad to me because they did a good job with Thanos, that Thanos believed he was a good guy. Yeah. That he believed what he's doing was right because the universe is finite. So by killing off half the life in the universe, he's actually preserving life in the universe. It's like, it's sick and it's twisted and it's evil, but it helps you believe why he thinks he's being the good guy and why he's so fighting for what he's doing.
And he gives you a good reason.
Yeah.
He tells Gamora, he slaughtered half their people, but that planet is thriving more than ever now.
Yeah.
And he's like, look at what I did. He plowed the field a little bit and the harvest grew.
Yeah.
And he's all, look at my planet.
Yeah.
I suggested this, they didn't. And what is it now?
Ugh.
So it's like, he has a good point in his eye, although killing people is never a good
No, that
thing,
is never a good thing.
Like, he had a good reason for it in his eyes.
Yeah.
And he strongly believed it, and he said he was the only one strong enough to do it.
So they did a good job making you believe it. So when he sacrifices Gamora for the Soul Stone, a soul for a soul, she was not a death that I predicted. And it wasn't the most painful death in the movie, but I think what made it, like, the second most impacting scene for me was Thanos.
Yeah.
Like, she's all bragging and laughing like, ha ha, you're so cold and evil, and you love nothing, and you love no one. Oh, the sick twist, irony of fate. And then he looks at her with tears in his eyes, and she's like, wait. Oh, no.
This can't
really?
And then Red Skull, dude.
Yes!
And you totally called that. Like,
I did.
You hear a voice, and
I went, that's Agent Smith. Red Skull.
All I hear is Durbin sitting next to me. Red Skull. It's Red Skull. It's Red Skull. I'm all, Rascal? Who's a rascal? And he was, oh, Red Skull. And then he showed his face like, he's right. It's Red Skull. He's back.
Did not see that coming.
But it makes sense in the first Captain America movie. He tells Captain America, you could have the power of the gods. I've seen the future.
Yeah. There is no nations. There are no flags. Not in my future. Oh, my gosh. So he must have seen something somehow, and then he got transported out and then rejected.
Probably from the Tesseract. Because remember when Loki took the Tesseract, and then Eric Sullivan goes, the Tesseract is showing me so much. It's more than knowledge.
Yes.
So he might have got that.
Oh, that's deep.
The Tesseract, you know?
That is
deep. He might have
deep.
seen into the future through the Tesseract.
That is deep. So yeah, so then he goes out there and he's rejected, like, by this last test of the Soul Stone, a soul for a soul, because, you know, he's Red Skull. I guess he had nobody that he loved, so he's all out. He's all out rejected, but Thanos had somebody he loved, and it's like, I can feel it happening. Gamora was going to die, and all that stuff where she was trying to make Peter promise to kill her so she wouldn't be taken by Thanos, and Peter couldn't do it, and... but then he went to do it, and he used the Reality Stone, and Thanos used the Reality Stone to turn the laser into bubbles.
And I was just like... But I feel like it would have been a stronger death if Peter did it.
I know.
Because he would have to live with that. Like, it shouldn't be guilt, but it would just... You know, she died at your hands, but you had no option.
Yeah.
It would have been tough, too. But to see Thanos...
Well, Thanos teased him, like, do it, man. Yeah. Do it. She asked you to do it. He's like, do it.
With his gauntlet, he's like, yeah, do it.
And then he just turns it into bubbles.
And he's like, what's with him in the bubbles?
I don't know.
He did it a couple times.
Yes. But then when Gamora actually bit the dust, when she went down that cliff and died, and, you know, then he gets the Soul Stone, it was just like... I think our theater was silent in that scene.
Oh, very silent.
Because that was
a billion silent moments in that theater.
And what else can I say? In terms of art, in terms of writing, in terms of a film, it was brilliant. All of that was just so... amazingly done, but it just left me angry that it happened, happy that they did it so good because I was feeling what I was feeling, angry that it happened, and just...
Yeah. And you felt the impact of every single one of the deaths.
Oh, gosh. They did a good job.
Even the injuries, death. Like...
Oh, yeah.
You felt the impact of them.
Oh, yeah. When Vision spent half this movie injured because he was, like, all stabbed several times, it's like...
And for the first time, and because he's made of vibranium and stuff, but his stone isn't functioning properly now. You know?
To bring it down to this, that it's Scarlet Witch that has to kill him, that she has to destroy the stone, and so to bring it down to that, like, that was hard. Like, that was something that was so hard to take. And then Thanos shows up, so now she has no other choice. She has to destroy the stone. So, like, that was incredibly intense. But at this point, I'm like... You just defeated Iron Man. You have the Time Stone. This is a pointless sacrifice. But you felt the pain of Scarlet Witch ripping the stone out of his head and tearing it apart, and then Vision dying. And then you had to relive it when Thanos turned back time and brought him back to life.
And then killed him again.
Yeah, killed him again. It was
ripped that thing out of his head.
And then when half the universe was dying and Scarlet Witch disintegrated, like, you could see she was actually happy that she was dying. Because of all the pain that she felt.
Her brother's gone. Her parents are gone.
Yeah.
Her lover's gone.
Oh, gosh. And so, it's almost like when she was turning into ashes, she just sort of let herself fall into it. And I just... was like, can I blame her?
Right?
Gosh, like, and so the movie did a good job making you feel that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Okay, so Thanos kills half the universe.
Easily. I guess I have to rank him. My third most impactful death was Tony Stark dying. I said second, but it was my third.
Well, he didn't really die. He just
got stabbed. Like, impactful moment was him getting stabbed because I really thought he was going down. Peter Parker was my number 2.
Oh. Wait, he was your number 2? That was my number 1.
The reason why he was my number 2... Oh, man, did he sell it? I had a tear coming down
my... Oh, man, when he says, I don't want to go, Stark, I don't want to go, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I felt that. I felt that.
Impactful. It was crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
But the one that got me the most is when Thor hit Thanos in the chest, and you see Thanos dying, and he's like, you should have got me in the head, and goes...
Just like that.
And then everything went blank. I went... He did it. Son of a gun, he did it. The snap of his finger and wiped out half the universe. And that was the most impactful moment for me.
That's true. I can see that being,
you just see, like, all the heroes, like, oh, God. Like, you're seeing your, the person to your right just drop, disintegrate in the dirt, just disappear.
Oh, it was in that first one, Bucky? And you just watched Captain America, like, it hit him in the heart?
Yeah.
Gosh.
His whole life was protecting Bucky.
Yes, and now Bucky disintegrated in front of him.
And then a tough one was Black Panther.
Oh, man.
And then it gets worse. It's like, dang, like, they just keep dying, right? Like, boom, boom. And
I still can't get Peter Parker's cries out of my head. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Like,
he literally just wiped out the Guardians of the Galaxy minus Rocket Raccoon.
And Nebula.
Well, she's not part of the galaxy.
No, but she's in the movie.
But she's in the movies from them, yes.
Yeah.
But it's just Rocket now.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to watch Groot die again.
Groot died twice. It's like, dang, man. And the first time he died was really sad, too.
Yes.
But it got real. It got really real in that movie. Like,
I mean, that's what made this movie so impactful, though, because...
Oh, yeah. Everybody left silent after. Everybody's like, superhero movies are supposed to make you feel good.
And this one just left you like, what the... I mean, the fact that the last... And I'm pretty sure this was the last spoken line in the movie. Captain America over Bucky's ashes, and all he said was, oh, God. And then it was just a, cut over to Thanos watching the sunrise on his planet with a look of relief on his face, and the film ends. And it's like, so the last, like, spoken line in the film was, oh, God. Oh, my goodness.
And the crazy part is we only got to see what happened on Earth and a little bit in space with Tony Stark and all them.
Yeah, this was universe-wide.
It was the whole universe. Half the universe was wiped out.
We just watched a superhero film when the superheroes lost.
They lost. The villain won.
Yeah. But of course, I do predict for Avengers 4 that they will reverse it somehow. They will somehow be able to reverse time and reverse this, but it'll be at great cost. Because I still think we're going to be seeing the ending of Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. Like, I still think we're going to catch the end of their stories with Avengers 4. So whatever happens in Avengers 4, I part of me is scared because, like... I don't want anything we just watched to be cheapened when we get into part 2.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden everybody's back to life because we just moved it back in time. But I still think that's what's going to happen. But I think that is going to come at a cost. And I think our original 4 Avengers that started everything will pay that cost.
I think so.
Yes. That's my prediction. So, do you have anything else to add? Is there anything else to say? Gosh, Spider-Man,
like, it was crazy to see everybody die. Like, straight up die. It was like, holy crap. Like,
they just disintegrated. Like, you just watched all of your favorite heroes disintegrate. And the looks of shock, horror, and pain on their eyes.
They're not supposed to die.
Yeah.
Vision's not supposed to die, and he died.
Oh.
Although he's a program, so... Like he said, I'm not going to feel the pain.
Yeah. Whatever. It's still losing vision.
You're losing vision.
Oh, gosh.
The only thing he felt was Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So he's not going to do a pinch of paprika anymore.
No. Too soon. Too soon.
Sweater vest.
Too soon. Oh. Okay, I'm left to give this movie an A+. I don't think I could give it any other grade.
An A+.
It has its negatives. It surely does, but
Yeah.
I think I need to see it again. As of recording this, I've only seen it once. And so I think I need to see it again to completely process, because I'm still... I mean, all of our favorite heroes, we watched them die.
Yeah.
So I'm still shocked and processing that.
Even the after credit scene, people were still dying.
Oh my gosh, that's right. To get to the post-credit scene of Samuel L. Jackson, we watch Hill
Maria
disintegrate.
Hill died.
Nick Fury disintegrate as he sends the distress call to Captain Marvel. Which, that was a really cool scene. How is this going to affect Ant-Man and the Wasp? How can that movie be as lighthearted as it looks?
Yeah.
Like, is it going to run parallel? If it runs parallel to this, it's got to end tragic. If it takes place after this, then it's taking place after, like, the biggest tragedy the world, the universe has ever faced.
Yeah, Clint Barton.
Yeah, no wonder he wasn't in this movie, because he's with his family, who I'm sure half disintegrated, and now, in his rage, he will be in Avengers 4. Like...
Yeah. It was a shocking movie. I'm still in shock, like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe they did that. They went that far.
Good job, Marvel.
I did not see that coming.
Good job, Marvel.
Good job, yeah.
The heroes I predicted would die did not die, but more than I predicted would die did die.
There was a whole lot of deaths.
It was So, on that...
M'Baku died.
Oh, gosh. On this happy note... What did you think of this movie? Do you agree with our A+? How's this sitting with you that all these heroes died? Talk. I can't talk. Talk with us about it in the comments. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. And while you're there, hit the subscribe button to become a Durbanian. Hit the bell by the subscribe button so you're notified the next time I drop a movie review, a theological analysis, or anything else I do here on this channel. I want to see this movie again. I'm Durbin.
I'm the Trello Nerd.
Thanks for checking out Durbania.